Marketing Research Group 10, Chipotle Mexican Grill. Chipotle Mexican Grill suffered significant fallout toward the end of 2015. E. coli was discovered at some of its restaurant locations, which resulted in Chipotle's fall as the #1 Mexican-style food place in the United States. Prior to 2015, the company set the standard for quality quick-service restaurants and influenced the public by redesigning the fast food experience. However, after the E. coli safety incidents at the end of 2015, Chipotle faced significant challenges, including decreased revenue, loss in consumer trust, drop in market share, and a negative perception of the brand. Since then, Chipotle has struggled to regain its dominance in the quick-service restaurant landscape and reestablish the trust customers previously had in the brand. Our team will use various forms of quantitative and qualitative research, including questionnaires, expert and consumer interviews, and a study of industry trends to understand and analyze the scope of Chipotle's position within the market. Through our research, we wanted to recommend a successful strategy and next steps to Chipotle management to help shake the current negative perceptions of the brand and rebuild the company's reputation and leadership within the market. Our research purpose and objectives was to understand consumer justification for getting a meal from a specific restaurant. What are the hidden motivators that make someone choose one restaurant over another? In late September, we conducted open-ended qualitative interviews. We interviewed 3 fast food consumers ranging from the ages of 23 to 61 and 1 expert. Interviews lasted between 25 to 45 minutes with the consumers and 1 hour with the restaurant industry expert. Interviewees consisted of 1 male and 2 females who live in the greater New York City area. Our qualitative research found that convenience, saving time, and affordability were the top attributes for our interviewees in terms of their fast food selection. While all of the respondents were concerned with the food safety incidents at Chipotle, it wouldn't prevent them from going to the restaurant again. Feedback from our expert interview showed that despite the 2015 E. coli outbreak, Chipotle financially recovered and returned the majority of its loyal customers. However, in order to maintain its position as a chain with food with integrity, it would need to maintain quality control and efficiencies. Our expert mentioned the popularity of mobile apps at checkout and the importance for restaurants to incorporate this into their offerings. The next stage of our research included contacting 300 potential participants compiled from our personal contact lists. We had a total of 196 participants, 166 of which made it through the initial screening question. Our eligibility requirements for our sample were that they had purchased fast food within the past 6 months and have eaten at a Mexican-style restaurant in the past. For our contact method, we used an online survey. The beginning of the survey included a branching question, which asked if respondents had eaten at a fast food restaurant in the last 6 months. Those that did not meet the criteria were thanked for their time after the first question. Over the period of 2 weeks, respondents were sent an online survey link where they were encouraged to anonymously answer a series of questions pertaining to Chipotle and other competitor fast food chains regarding their consumption, perceptions, and purchase behavior. While our findings can provide some insight into consumer behavior, the survey nonetheless faced several limitations that should be considered. There are a few primary limitations that have highly influenced the survey and the research results. Our research team consisted of 2 females and 1 male, inherently making access to female respondents easier and more likely. This demonstrated a heavy skew of female respondents. We also note that many of our respondents are graduate students, which skews the demographic information. Income, occupation, age, education level, and respondent location are all affected. These factors are important to note as they can cause various biases in addition to response error. Our full sample results had respondent makeup and demographics that included almost 70% female respondents and roughly 30% male respondents. Roughly 40% of respondents identified as Caucasian, about 60% as 34 years or under, almost 65% reported earning $60,000 or more a year, and about 78% reported they are employed full-time. In terms of behavior, 82.7% of respondents had heard of the 2015 food safety issues, and still over 50% of respondents continued to eat at Chipotle. More than 40% of those who stopped eating at Chipotle would consider returning if there were more assurance of better safety and coupons and incentives. Nearly 20% of respondents said they would never or were unsure if they would eat at Chipotle again. Of these respondents, almost 80% were light consumers of fast food in general, almost 90% don't participate in loyalty programs, and just over 20% had visited Chipotle in the last 3 months. Most of the respondents that had visited Chipotle in the last 3 months were somewhat to extremely satisfied with their experience. Of the attributes that respondents rated, close to where I work or live, quality ingredients, dietary restrictions and requirements, a variety of menu, and dine-in place to sit were among the highest rated. From these results, we chose to segment based on heavy and light users of fast food in general. Despite the smaller size of heavy user sample, there were significant differences within the segmentation. The segments we determined were on-the-goers. This segment includes individuals who frequently consume fast food. Light users in this segment eat fast food 3 times or less per month. Heavy users within this segment are individuals that eat fast food 1 time per week or more. Based on our preliminary analysis, heavy users regularly spend money on fast food. They most frequently purchase meals from fast food chains and are more likely to redeem or use promotions. This segment would likely meet the goal of increased sales and increase the number of Chipotle consumers. Other notable results within this segment is the use and benefit of a mobile app to order fast food. Roughly 50% of respondents said they would both use a loyalty program and are likely to use a buy one get one free promotion. The second of our segments are loyalists. This segment is made up of current Chipotle consumers. We like to consider this segment the low-hanging fruit for Chipotle, as this would be our suggestion for a primary target. Individuals within this segment most frequently consume fast food and often use a mobile app to order food. Prior to the health concerns, Chipotle had plans to introduce a breakfast option, which would marry well with this segment's willingness to consume fast food at various times during the day. Our final segment we've called the followers. Individuals in this segment are highly influenced by friends and colleagues. This segment could be convinced through various promotions and marketing tactics to become a Chipotle consumer. This segment is also the most likely to participate in a loyalty program. Overall results of our sample analysis showed that a buy one get one free offer was redeemed by just over 16% of respondents. Quality of ingredients was important among consumers as well. Chipotle's positioning and differentiation among other fast food restaurants is their superior fresh quality ingredients. Management should consider highlighting these offerings with various discounts to provide the desired promotion to their consumers at an enticing price point.